Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. I'm afraid this is another team killing video. We're looking at a 45 TP being driven by MCHBT on the north of Pilsen. And the tank that's actually going to get team killed with the Arty is this M12 being driven by Rome78. And he's about to be team killed by the Wizzy132 driven by ddango. Now I think that ddango is a repeat offender because I've seen his name before. And we're going to go to stay in here at the start, and you can see that ddango has already put a shell into the side of Rome right from the very start of the game. Just drove around, turned his turret and put a round into him. And the M12's done nothing to him. Absolutely nothing. Well, any second now, the M12 starts moving. You can see ddango off in the distance over there. He turns, aims his turret, and team kills the M12. And there was no reason for that whatsoever. It's a complete breach of Wargaming's rules, and for that reason he should be banned. He has turned blue, which indicates he's a repeat offender. Well, anyway, we'll follow MCHBT now in his 45 TP and see what happens. MCHBT's actually reporting him. And as he's blue, obviously he can now be lawfully killed. And somebody was saying, kill that WZ retard. And the P43 says, good job, we don't need an Arty. Well, at the end of this battle, they'll have a different opinion. Because they will need an Arty and they don't have one available. Now, MCHBT's taking the far west corridor, which is a bit dangerous because normally Arty will park in the southwest corner of this map on the if you're on the south spawn, and they'll try to get shots on you. But it is a legitimate tactic to actually use this corner to shoot into the guys who are actually in the factory if you're in a heavy tank or a medium. Just holding back for a second to see if any enemy turns up in that corridor, I think. Is there anybody there? No, it doesn't appear to be. Yeah, from that corridor, just that corner just over there, you can actually get good shots on enemy tanks. But I think the lurver is actually behind at the back of the factory. He was spotted, and I think that's by a 45 TP. You see there's a sort of a hopper arrangement over there to the on the corner. That's actually destructible, so once that's gone he should be able to shoot over the rubble at the enemy. He's moving over. Now he's got a 105mm gun in the 45 TP and he's using 320 alpha. Penetration of 192, which is quite reasonable for these sort of tanks, as long as you can put the shell where it can actually count. And he's side scraping out just for the moment, see if there's anybody. No, nobody that way, so he can actually shoot round the corner. Sees an IS-2, 45 TP, puts a round into the IS-2, bounces 2 rounds that came back, and the hopper arrangement's actually crunched to the ground, and that will momentarily disappear because it's destructible. At least I hope it does. Oh, he's pushing it out the way. Oh, took him around there from an IS-2. That's sort of unfortunate. And fires one back, but doesn't go through. The heat round he actually took from the IS-2, 392 hit points. And you can see it actually went in one side, it looks like it came out the other. Here's the purple markings. There you go, that's where it went in. Right through the centre and came out the other side, at least I think it did. Some orange, purple markings on the other side of the vehicle. Well, MCHBT's not happy with that corner, so he's decided to relocate. Well, it's nice to use this little trench or canal. He can't pop up on that coal mountain straight away because he would actually get shot from the south. It's an ISM down that corridor. Oh, now we've only got 2 tanks in the factory. It's a King Tiger captured and an Oni, and there's a whole bunch of enemy tanks here. And really, this might be a bit dangerous actually trying to go in against this horde, because it doesn't appear to be working. It's better to stay on the outside of them and start poking holes in them from there. Well, just missed that shot on the T-34-100. The reload on this vehicle is 9 seconds, and now we've got an ISM just across the way. You can hit the cupola, you could put a hole into him. Nicely done. But we did take a round in return. And we've taken another one from an STG. This is not good. We are down to 43 hit points, and we are a one-shot. Oh, went to the wide, to the right of that ISM's cupola. He's now in grave danger because he's reloading, and the enemies are turning all their attention to him. That round failed, and here comes an IS, and that was fairly final. And I think that IS has got the 122mm gun. Okay, well, the game's over for MCHBT. There's only 4 left on their team, and there are now, 7 on the enemy team. Now, the team killer has actually killed the Arty in the south. But remember I said earlier in the game, yes, they wish they had an Arty available. Well, you'll find out why very shortly. MCHBT's platoon mate, REBRN, he's just got killed. Just taken out by a T-34-100. And now it's 3 versus 5. We've got a P-43 capping, but I don't think he'll be allowed to cap for very much longer. It's 3 versus 4 now. They've managed to claw some back. And now it's 3 versus 3. So actually they are doing fairly well in cutting down some of these tanks. Are actually managed to defeat all the other tanks in the factory. But I think it's because they've been sniping at them from distance. And we've just lost the Progetto. So now it's 2 versus 3. Well, the Wizzy 132 has left the southwest corner. There's the team killer. And he's going after that Lerva and the IS-6. Kills the Lerva. It looks like he's trying to run away from the IS-6. And well, he should, because that's got a 122mm gun. So it's 2 against 2 now. P-43's left the cap. He was reset repeatedly. The enemy T-34 does not have much in the way of health, so he's probably going to be the easiest for the team to kill. And he has been killed. Now remember, Wizzy 132 and the P-43 turn were the 2 that said they didn't need an Arty. Or rather, one of them's the team killer and the other one said he didn't need an Arty. And at this moment, there's only 1 enemy tank left, an IS-6. So 2 against 1. But remember, the IS-6 on 100% health and the other tanks are not. And of course, the IS-6 has the 122mm gun. And I'm sorry we can't actually see the action proceeding, but you can probably see from these, from what actually is going on to the banners above the tanks to see who's actually receiving hits. Well, the Wizzy 132's gone around the other side of the factory, and I think he's trying to get at the IS-6 from a different angle. Either that or he's hiding. Well, the P-43 turret just took a high roll. And he's down to less than 50%. The IS-6, well, he's lost a bit as well. But the P-43 turret is now 1 shot. And so is the Wizzy 132. P-43 turret's been killed. And despite the fact that the IS-6 has taken 2 shots there, it's not going to take him long to kill that Wizzy 132. And he's got him. Oh, I wish they had an Arty now to save the team, but no, they didn't, because they team killed him. Idiots. They cost them the battle. So, let's have a look at the end of battle stats, see exactly what happened. Well, there you go. Defeat. Unfortunately, MCHBT didn't manage to get too much damage on the enemy. We can see on this table, when it comes to damage, he was actually about middle with 689 hit points. The M12 didn't get any damage whatsoever, and the high scorer was in fact a team killer. He got 3,279 hit points of damage, but the high score overall was the one who was still alive at the end of the game. 4,496 for the IS-6, and he got the high caliber, a steel wall, and several other medals. When it came to kills, it was in fact the Progetto who got the highest number. He got a top gun for 6 kills, and the IS-6, well, he got 4. He's the next highest scorer. And when it came to base XP, we can see that it was the IS-6 who was the big winner out of this. The team killer, though, with the Wizzy 132. Look at that. 1 enemy allied team kill, 350 hit points against him. And despite the fact that he killed 3 enemy tanks, he still only came away with 2 listed on his on the team scores, because of course he killed one of his own. And I think he cost them the battle, because if there had been an Arty alive to put shells into the enemy, I don't think the enemy would have won that game. So yes, we can see that MCHBT's score at the end, 7 shots on the enemy, 3 direct hits, 2 penetrations, 689 damage. He received 7 hits, 4 penetrations, 3 non-penetrations. He earned 2,888 credits and 467 XP. But the interesting point is this team killer, ddango. I'm pretty sure that he has team killed before, and we've got him on our list somewhere. But if you see this person in a battle, from now on, even after Wargaming switches off the team damage, this guy is a team killer. He team kills Arty. So if you see him on the opposite side in a battle, feel free to focus all your fire on him to make sure he realizes there is a cost to be paid for team killing Arty, and that cost will be your battles will be absolutely horrendous. You will never have any respite from Arty, because the moment Arty sees you, they'll want to kill you. And that's the price you pay for being a dimwit, or a muppet in this case, for being an absolute twonk for team killing your own Arty. They would have won this battle if they'd had an Arty, but this idiot thought that they could deal with the battle without one. Well, how wrong they were. Thanks for watching.